I'm Ford Carson for Virginia Energy Sense, the Commonwealth's energy education program that aims to help Virginians understand and reduce their energy usage by providing resources, tools, and tips. A recent VES survey found that 4 out of 5 Virginians are willing to learn more about steps they can take to reduce their energy use. 72% of Virginians say saving money is a very important reason to reduce their energy use. The problem is that a lot of people don't know where to start when making their houses more energy efficient, which is why VES partnered with Viridiant to show you how a home energy audit might actually look.
Hi, I'm Andrew Grigsby with Viridiant. We're a nonprofit based here in Richmond that focuses on sustainable construction. And one of the things we do is help people learn how to make their homes more energy efficient. And a key tool for that is a home energy audit, where we basically come in and do an inspection of the home to find opportunities with insulation, windows, doors, heating and cooling equipment, basically anything that will help the homeowner or renter save money, be more comfortable, deal with indoor air quality problems, which often shows up. So we're really trying to help people prioritize when it comes to the various steps they can take to save money. And we're here today at the home of Jennifer Chute to provide an example of what a homeowner can learn from doing an energy audit.
Yeah, I'm so happy that Andrew came into my house and provided an audit for me. I'd always had in the back of my mind that I wanted to try to do energy improvement, upgrades, but I never really sat down and made a list. And Andrew, his service was great because he did that list for me, and he, really took the time to look at all the elements of, the windows, the doors, the vents, the crawl space, everything as a complete package, and even went as far as, talking about the HVAC and the water heater, that sort of thing.
So really primary issue in every home is good overhead insulation, and which always starts with basic air sealing. So here we have a very typical attic hatch. We're going to go up in the attic and take a look and see what we find. So step one with attic insulation is going to be the attic access. And here we have, just a piece of plywood. It actually does have some insulation on top of it, but this one, like most, is missing is weather stripping on the connection here such that air movement is really stopped. Heat moves with air so much more than through objects, so we want to take every opportunity to do basic air sealing. And weather stripping right here will make a difference. So here we are in the very typical attic for a 1950s brick ranch house. It's actually pretty good on insulation thickness. You'll see over here, and this is loose fill insulation, and there's pushing 10 inches. That's very good for this era. The latest energy codes would have another 6 inches, but this is good for an existing house. I like finding it in this state. What will be an issue in this house is all the little places where air can leak from the living space below into this attic. And it leaks around electrical equipment, around bath fans, around can lights. All those little places where air can sneak out really play an outsized role in driving up your heating bill. So here we are down in the mechanical room. We have a gas water heater and a gas furnace and air conditioner. And these units are both around 14 years old. They could last another 10, 15 years easily. The furnace has, this is a high performance furnace, so that's good for using the gas efficiently. And the ductwork, typical from the 1950s era. This ductwork, we'd want to make sure is as airtight as possible by using a spread-on paste called mastic. And it actually has some back here. I don't know if you can see it. It's sort of this gray, pasty stuff that's spread on here. I really like to see that because it's the best material for making things airtight. Someone did it right here on the main return line.
I'd like to see it on the rest of the supplies going around the home. That's an easy thing, most any reasonably handy homeowner or even renter. I mean, if you paid $15 for a little tub of this stuff and went and found, because you can find gaping holes in ductwork. Here at Viridiant, we routinely find what I categorize as catastrophic duct leakage. I'll go in attics and crawl spaces and just find ductwork that's totally disconnected. And there's nothing worse for your energy bill, for air quality, for comfort than when that duct that's serving that room or even the whole house is not even connected.
So this home has a basement and a crawl space, and the crawl space access is actually here in the basement. But a lot of the same principles apply if your crawl space access is on the outside. And what the homeowner done here is added weather stripping to this door to stop the cold air coming in from that vented crawl space into this conditioned basement. So basic air sealing is so important. Cheap, easy. There was also a big gap up above the opening there because this cinder block foundation wall didn't go all the way to the floor. So there was a real opening out through there. And this is one of those sort of hidden air leaks where it really helps to have a professional come in and hunt down these little things that may not be obvious to the average homeowner. And what she did is just put in some basic foam insulation to stop the air movement and provide the R value, the resistance to heat flow that the foam provides. So great job, basic air sealing to cut energy bills and keep some of the less than ideal air from the crawl, from the air quality perspective, keep that from coming in the house. So here we are looking at a supply vent, an HVAC register in this home. And in this home, they're in the exterior wall. Often you'll find them in the floor, often in ceilings. But the principles apply to all of these, where as a basic step of duct sealing, we want to make sure there's no duct leakage right behind this register. So loosen these screws. So we're going to take the screws out. And what we have, and so this house is plastered, we've got the baseboard plaster, and then the duct starts. And where we want to seal is basically all these little openings, all these little gaps where the air can sneak out. So in this case, right in here, I don't know if you can see, but that crack there, that's where some of the air coming from the furnace, blowing up into this cavity, some of it's going to sneak into there, into the wall. We don't want that. That doesn't do you any good. You want all the air to come out through the register. And caulk, mastic, canned foam, bubblegum and toothpicks, this is just a place where we want to stop that air movement and get it into the room. And it applies whether the vents are on your ceiling or on the floor or on the wall like this.
Thanks to Viridiant for the home energy audit walkthrough. We hope you've realized that there are many simple, low-cost or even no-cost ways that Virginians can stay warm while saving energy. We wish everyone a happy 2022, and what better way to kick that off with some extra money in your pocket. For additional tools, resources, and tips, be sure to visit virginiaenergysense.org.